So one of the questions you should ask yourself is, when the beta does go down, how do I feel and what do I tend to do? What tends to happen with me, not to me, what happens with me? What do I feel? What am I aware of? Am I functional at all? Or do I go completely non-functional and totally haywire with lack of beta? It is a very important question for you to ask yourself and to answer. And if the answer is that you are disturbed or non-functional by the alpha theta, if it feels uncomfortable to you or it feels like you're not functional in it, you need training. And you need the training now in the non-beta state, because in the voyaging state, in the voyaging between lives, you will have to function without the beta. There is no beta. It's only alpha, theta, and delta. The beta is gone completely. Your mind, as you call it, is gone. It leaves you without the beta to rely upon. So you need to die before you die. That has a lot of meaning when you understand that what you need to do in order to prepare for the between life state is to get yourself into a state which is similar to the between life state now while you have a chance to. Of course, nobody wants to handle an emergency until it happens, so the chances are that you wait until you die before you master this. And what we say is that handling an emergency during an emergency is impossible.
No, you have to, what they call getting ahead of it.
That's right.
You get ahead of the situation.
It's like a painkiller. You don't use a painkiller when you're in pain. Use a painkiller before the pain hits.
Well, when the well goes, electricity to the well pump goes out, that is not the time to fill up extra containers with water.
Good point. We had a neighbor, Billy Beasley. He and his mother was a widow, and they lived across the street from us, across the way from us actually, in Woodstock, across from the Xena Mill. And they had moved up to New York State from their original home in Kentucky. They had a little tiny cabin that they lived in. It was 2 bedrooms. It was tiny. It shouldn't have been hard to take care of, but for some reason it was hard for Billy to get around to things. So it was the middle of the summer. It was late in July, early in August. And Billy said, you know, the roof always leaks in the rainy season. And they stayed there all year round. We didn't. We went back to the city after Labor Day, but they stayed there all year round. They endured the winter, cold and difficult winter in Woodstock. And I said, well, Billy, why don't you get up on the roof and fix it? He says, why should I fix it now? It ain't raining, it ain't leaking.